Hello everyone, you are welcome to Flashes of Dynamic Youth Thoughts from the stable of Dynamic Youth Global of Salvation International Prayer Christian Church, also known as SIPCC Global. My name is Ighedosa Davies, so today we'll be talking about As You Think You Are. But before we proceed, I would like to tell us what thought is, so we don't go out of context. So thought is an idea or opinion that is produced by thinking. I'll take that again. Thought is an idea or opinion produced by thinking. As a youth, as a young person, you are a product of what you think. You are a product of your thoughts. Whatever goes in on your mind, either positive or negative, has an effect in your life. A wise man once said, "You cannot give what you don't have." Yes, it's garbage in, garbage out. So you cannot give what is not upstairs there. Now let's move forward. Tech and internet was somebody's idea years back. Now let's run this real quick. Imagine if this person was not intentional about his thoughts. Communication and business transaction will have suffered a huge loss. But that was somebody's dream years back, and we are all living that dream today. And all our transactions, communications within and outside this space is swift because someone decided to be intentional about his or her thoughts. What are you thinking right now as a youth? What is that thing going on in your mind? Are you or have you given in to inferiority complex because you feel your parents are not rich, or you came from a poor background? Who says you cannot be the Elon Musk over time? Who says you cannot rise from a zero to an hero? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Or next 10 years from now? As a youth, what is your vision? What is that vision? What is that thing you've written down that you want to be? Or are you following the school of thought that until I go through the 4 walls of a school before I'll be successful? No. You can be successful even without going through the 4 walls of a school. Now, going back to the poor background, I'll tell you a story about a young man I was reading about sometimes 7 years ago, and that is Ben Carson. He came from a very poor background. And in fact, himself and his elder brother used to come last and second to the last in school. In fact, it became a stigma such that you don't need to ask who came last in school. You already know it's the Carson family that came last in school. But one day, he told himself that I want to do better. I want to be better. I want to be a doctor. And for him to be a doctor, he has to pass his exams. So he told his mom to take the TV away from the house. In fact, they were so poor to the extent that they don't have all it takes to get the basic textbook they need to read. But they went through libraries. Going to library, the time they are supposed to sit at home to watch TV, they go to libraries to read. And for the first time in a long time, Cassie came second in class. The teacher was surprised, thought probably it was a mistake. But trust me, it wasn't a mistake. And that was a result of him telling himself he wants to do better. And in fact, when he got to the higher institution, he was so bad at chemistry. And for him to be a doctor, he has to pass chemistry. He told himself that I want to do this, I want to do better. And according to the story he told the mass, he told the public, was he actually cries to God, told God, I want to do better. And for me to pass, I have to do chemistry. And he said in his dream, he saw someone, he was in a class, and there was this person in the class teaching him chemistry in his dream, and he took note of everything that was taught in his dream. And when he got to the exam hall, it was exactly what was being showed to him, the dream that came out in the exam. Eventually passed, and today, by the grace of God, Ben Cass is one of the best surgeons we have in the world, not just America, in the world. Now let us go back to where he started from. He was poor. He came from a poor background. As a matter of fact, he came last in class, but he didn't allow his background to put his back on the ground. He told himself, some years from now, I want my name and the name of my family and my legacy to be up there. And by the grace of God, he achieved it. Who say you cannot do same? Who say you cannot do better than Ben Cass? Who says you need a huge sum of money to do better, or to do that thing you've always wanted to do? Remember, it all starts from your thoughts. What are you thinking right now? As that weekend uncle told you, and you cannot do this, so if I don't help you, well, let me explain this to you. You don't need anybody's help. Through the help of God, you can do better. You can do great things. In fact, you can do exploits beyond what your mind can even comprehend. Last year, a lady told herself that she wants to break Guinness World Record. I'm sure a family member and friends will have discouraged her and told her, see, you cannot do this thing. In fact, you're a black lady. They won't recognize you. But she was determined and told herself, no matter what it takes, I want to eat 100 hours. And today we are celebrating Ighedosa because she thought about it. Not only did she think about it, she acted upon it, and she was intentional about her thoughts. She was intentional about everything she wanted to do. And today we are celebrating Ighedosa. As a matter of fact, Ighedosa is running an online class. The last one she did, she recorded a huge profit of about 300 million. Imagine. It all started from the thought. She told herself she was going to do this, and now, by the grace of God, she's living her dream. Don't be so surprised. Those people that discouraged her are also praising her today. Imagine if she had not followed her dream. Imagine if she had allowed inferiority complex set in. So I'm calling your attention to this. I'm encouraging you, telling you that you can do this, you can do better beyond what your mind can comprehend. You are youth. Don't say until I get to 25, I'm still young, let me see flex. I'm still 18, I'm still 20 now, let me wait till when I'm 22. No, you have all the energy, you have all the strength now. Is it tech you want to go into? Who says you cannot be a tech guru? Who says you cannot be an entrepreneur at age 20? Go and check down the line of most of these people we are celebrating today. They started from when they were youths, and by the grace of God, they are grateful to God that they actually followed through their dream and they are living up the dream today. Another example I'll be calling our attention to is Thomas Edison. Now, we all know he failed 999 times. Trust me, even if he had failed the 1000 times, he was never going to give up. This man didn't allow his shortcomings to get at him. In fact, he told himself, no matter what it takes, I'm going to do this. And by the grace of God, we're using the light bulb. There's no place you go to that you don't see the light bulb. But he promised himself that no matter what it takes, I'm going to achieve this. He has thought it. He was proactive, and he was even intentional about his thoughts. And today, not only did he live his dream, we are all living his dream. Now, I'm sure if he was a black man, a lot of people will have said it's people from his father or mother's house that were actually making him to fail. But here's the thing, he's actually not a black man, but he told himself, I was going to do great. I was going to be better at this. I'm going to be excellent at this, and by the grace of God, his great grandchildren, in fact his generation, are living that dream today. As youth, I want to encourage you, I want to admonish you. You can do great. Think excellence, think positivity, think success, think prosperity, think highly of yourself. I hope with this I've been able to open your heart by letting you know that as you think, so you are. Thank you. Special thanks to V Radio for giving us this platform. Do well to follow them on all social media platforms: TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Until we meet again, don't forget, as you think, so you are. Thank you.